Alright folks, had a little scout around for the last hour. I'm on my way to go get some water. Went to go check my same stream as last time. Hasn't been a month and there's enough water for maybe another 2 fills, so about 2 litres. Looks like it was stopped in the last week or 2. There's still a little ebbing flow. So yeah, I'm going to collect this water here. Pre-filter it. It's got some cruelly things in it, but should be alright once it's bored. Everything's dead. Yeah, just going to collect some water. As I said, I've got enough here for about 2 good solid fills. It's a bit of a slow process, but hey, it's nothing. I don't have my canteen cup with me, so I'm just using my old hand. Bit of a process, but so yeah, as I've said, having a bit of issues with sound at the moment. The sound may not be for the morning, otherwise we're good to go for the day. We've got plenty of water. So yeah. If you can hear tweeting, that's just the birds, okay? There's one flying around panicking, thinking, oh no, there's a human. He's gonna eat me. But I won't. Okay, and we're back. Now, I'm gonna check the alcohol stove on so I can boil up this water. Get that all nice and disinfected. And for that, we need the alcohol stove. This is made from 2 tomato cans, okay? And it's just got 2 holes drilled in the top. This has all been cut out with the just the can opener. That's all it is. The whole thing's been cut out. Except for the holes can be drained up with a power drill. So I'm using the next best thing, which is 100% wool felt. It's 100% wool. Get all the dust and crap out of it first. Enough talk, enough chit chat. Let's get the water boiling. Now this is a pretty long video, you're sure, but and it's not supposed to be a long video. I'm just going to use a lighter. I use my cigarette lighter. I don't want to use my matches. Don't want to use my waterproof matches. Don't want to use my backup lighter. I don't want to use my ferro rod because I'm using this with cigarettes anyway. So, and I'm only here for the day, so it doesn't matter. All right. Now with these, you don't have to prime these ones. You can if you want. You don't have to. So. All we do is we let the ring go around, right around, boom, whack it on, that's all we do. There's a little bit of sediment in there. The wool felt is the wick, absorbs the alcohol. There's 2 holes cut, or it's called holes or channels cut inside the inner pot stand, right, can. It wicks alcohol at the bottom through the wool felt. It creates these flame shoots at the top. It is best to use this with the windshield or windstopper. If you're outside now, it's a relatively calm day here. I'm in a sheltered bench, so... And my watch alarm decides to go off. We hit that magical rolling ball. Just boil the crap out of that water. Have a cup of tea while I'm up here, or hot chocolate. Have a bit of a snack. I've had breakfast, had some eggs. Eggs on bread, you mean? Can't go wrong. With a bit of tomato sauce. Can't go wrong with that. It's a pretty Kiwi thing, tomato sauce on eggs, on bread. Forget that those just bread. It's taken me in trial runs out in the actual wind, like real windy, about 12 minutes. That's with no windshield. Get it to a rolling ball. It's on the rolling ball. It doesn't take long. It takes like 3 minutes to hit the rolling ball on the stove. I am actually going to make a disclaimer. Still haven't got around to it. Disclaimer saying there's smoke, because I know that there are some people out there that don't like people smoking, and frankly that is their point of view. They're allowed to have that point of view. I'm not taking that away from them. My channel, I do smoke cigarettes, so you're just going to have to bear that in mind. So all I'm going to do now is take it off and snuff it out. And that is how you recycle your fuel. You just need something to snuff it out. I do have a snuffer for this. I left it at home because it wouldn't not fit in my ferry down pot. Hot chocolate time. There is no measurements, it's just whack it in. Now the whole point of milk powder is, in New Zealand, right, with our hot chocolate, we use milk. We also use hot water. We use hot water and milk. So, in lieu of making milk up, what I've done was actually just whack the milk in there. Got my cup of hot chocolate. I like this alcohol stove because it's lightweight. Being summer, I'm carrying a lot of gears up here, so I'm getting ready for to set up my base camp soon. Time is 10:30. I'm probably going to head out soon, probably in the next hour. I'm just going to kick back for a bit. Nothing wrong with kicking back. There's a couple of ridges I would like to check out. I still like to scout out that creek. Okay, I wouldn't say I'm in the middle of nowhere, but it's a pretty isolated place, even though we got 2 farms around us, but pretty isolated place, and you can enjoy, you know. The only problem is going down to the No Poor Hugh Creek, as I mentioned last time, and you've seen last time, is it's going down's not a problem. It's coming back up that's brutal. It's super brutal. It's brutal. It's absolute brutal. But basically my plan is, I've located a few places I like to do. I'll be climbing a lot of altitude though. I'll be climbing 200-300 meters up more, which is near the top of these ranges. Not quite the top, near the top. It's about 150 meters from the top in elevation. So all I'm doing today is trying to scope out the area, which way I'm going to take. Okay, roughly check the area out. I'm going to roughly check the area out. I've got a couple snares set up, by the way. So that's what I'm saying, I don't want to interrupt too many trails, small game trails. So I've got 5 snares set up. Okay, here's my great-great-grandfather's house down there, right? Knoll down here where I've got, there's been a quite fresh scat going through, so I've set up a couple snares down here. And right down inside this gully, the lower bit in the gully, it dips down a bit. I've got a few snares set up there. Towards this way, about just under a click away, I've got a couple snares, another 2 set out. I checked the trails up here. Last time there were fresh signs. I haven't checked yet today.